gentlemen, this is your host, Jaden Washington of the True Podcast, bringing you guys another spiritual side of success, spiritual side of conquering self, spiritual side of conquering the I. And today we're going to be going over the master key system and going in the depth of why the master key is always within yourself, and being aligned, being attuned with your higher self, being on that same frequency puts you in the situations you want to be, in the places you want to be, and in the circumstances to get to where you want to be, right? And today, today we're going to be going over, or we're starting off like this. You are not your body. The body is simply the physical instrument which the ego uses to carry out its purpose, right? So you're not your body. And I used to say this a couple months back. You're not your body. You're not your brain. All of that is the vehicle, the instrument which the ego uses to carry out its purpose, right? And here's another one. You are not your mind. The mind is basically another instrument which your ego uses to think, reason, and plan. So all these little, concepts have compartmentalized into simpler terms. And once you understand these simple terms, once you come to the grips of you're not your body, we're spiritual beings, we're all energy, we're all a massive energy, and we're all on a certain vibration. Once you understand these key concepts, you understand that you're not your body, you're not your mind, you're an entity, you're a soul really expressing itself, and depending on how your own soul is expressing itself, basically matching your energy to the universe, that's going to determine the results that you have in your life. Now, when you say I go, you tell your body where to go, right? But when you say I think, you tell your mind what to think. It's all an equal and opposite reaction thing. Basically, a simple law of life. Just like when you jump into the air, you're always going to come down. It always happens, and there's nothing you can do about that because it's a law. Now, you can learn to master these laws so you can effectively manifest in your reality, manifest the things you want. But here's something that I really found so incredible. When you come to a realization of the true nature of the I, you will enjoy a sense of power which nothing else can give, because you will come to know what you are, who you are, and what you want, and how to get it. And that's why it's so key with being in tune with nature, because being in tune with nature is you being in tune with your higher self. Your higher self is in tune with the natural laws of life. So being in tune is sending you on that frequency, putting you on that vibration. So now you're matching your desired goal. So this will literally put you in situations, attract people, attract experiences, attract things that are in tune with your desire. And then all of a sudden you're in the physical realm, you're in physical reality, and you have the things that you want, right? And basically what I just explained, what I just read, is a quick summary of why what you think or do or feel is an indication of what you are. And this is very, very key. I'll read that again. What I read, right? And I'll read it again. When you come into a realization of the true nature of the I, you will enjoy a sense of power which nothing else can give, because you will come to know what you are, who you are, what you want, and how to get it. And that is basically me summarizing why what you think or do or feel is an indication of what you are. It is a direct correlation of who you are inside. Everything in the exterior, everything that's around you is what you like. Whether you realize it or not, being around it is just a presentation of what you like. Now, don't get me wrong, life is expressive. Life is very expressive, but it's our business to express ourselves harmoniously and constructively with the frequency of life. He who has strengthened and purified his thoughts need not concern himself about microbes. And microbes are basically the small things. The small things that get to the weak-minded, that get to not the people who aren't as strong, who have purified thoughts and strong thoughts. He who has come into an understanding of the law of abundance will go at once to the source of supply, understanding that you are abundant. You were born abundant. You were born in richness, divineness. You were born in just abundance. Understanding that puts you on a frequency of abundance, puts you in the law of abundance. And you'll understand that the more you understand how abundant you really are, you truly are, the more closer to the source of supply you are, right? Fate, fortune, and destiny will be controlled as readily as a captain controls a ship or an engineer controls his train. I like to use this analogy. You're in the car, you're driving the car. The car couldn't drive itself. The car can't drive without you in it. You are the controller. You are the captain. This is the same thing with your mind, your body, and your soul. It's all under your control. You just have to be consciously aware of that. Awareness is key. Now, personality is made up of countless individual characteristics, right? And these characteristics, these habits, and these traits of character that you're enduring, that you're ingesting, that you're becoming, it's all a result of your former method of thinking, right? It's all a result of your former method of thinking. Let me read that in because that can fly over your head. Personality is made up of countless individual characteristics, right? And it's not just countless individual characteristics, but it's habits and it's trait of characters that you've ingested over your life. Now, this is all a result of your former method of thinking, but you have to understand that they have nothing to do with your higher self. They have nothing to do with your higher self. All of the personality that you've endured over your life is all a sum total of really what you've been thinking about and what you've been ingesting into your mind. Now, the real nature of I is spiritual, and we all should know this by this point. The real nature of I is spiritual, and it is the source of the real power which comes when you come in the realization of the true nature, or of their true nature. So understanding that yourself, you, the divine soul you are, deep down inside is the real power, which comes once you realize that is your true nature. So, because very few people know how to think constructively or correctly, consequently, they will achieve only indifferent results that are not aligned with their true self, their true I, their true spiritual nature. And, we're coming to the end of this, and I want people to understand the only reason why you're not experiencing everything you want and everything you desire is because you're not in tune with your true self. Your true self, your true I, your true God self. So, I'll leave it at this. When a mind becomes mature, it understands that the germ of defeat is in every selfish thought. And that is so true because selfishness will get you some places, will keep you out of some things, but at the same time, you have to understand you can lose the battle, but you can win the war. You can lose the battle, but you can win the war. And this directly correlates with selfish thinking, because you could have a selfish thought that saves you from something negative, but you could have a selfish thought that curses you from your blessings. So it's very, very important to analyze each thought you have, because each thought is an idea from your higher self, but it's all about entertaining it, kicking it around, and seeing where it can go, why you thought what you thought, and where can this thought lead you down. So that being said, guys, I hope you guys found this a very powerful one, an informational one. It is in the morning. I just want to do a quick little brief summary on the masterpiece system of understanding understanding your higher self, and a quick little summary of that helps not just me, but other people around me to find their true selves. So that being said, stay informed, stay inspired, stay powerful and divine. And Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, Jaden Washington. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.